authentic answers.
Which brings me to one very controversial point where I heard someone say that, now universities, because they can't take that load on themselves, are actually outsourcing profiling. Like the student profile goes to a third party.
Oh God.
And they analyze and tell you whether, okay, this is your best 20%.
I have been on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's crazy. You do not want to know, as a school counselor, what is going there.
No, we want to know. We want to know.
No.
I get there this time. But I'm saying, when you talked about research and we're talking about the information that is available. Now, I don't believe that, I do believe that students are not even aware of the kind of resources that are available. Like just talking about the Common App, Common App will help you shortlist colleges. Common App will help you see what are the selection rates in the ED, the EA, the RD, everything. They will also help you identify how many international students to this particular university are being accepted. Whether they want the APs, whether they want the SATs. Now, I don't believe that this information the student is getting, mostly the students are not getting when they're researching the Common App. The Common App or any other app becomes a portal submission to them. And at the final day, they would be like, okay, I have done my part. Maybe an external counselor has done their part. There will be an email coming to us the last day and be like, submit. But come on, have you taken the entire research? Okay.
Okay, so we moved on to the fourth challenge, and that is challenge dealing with students.
We will cover that.
That's, I think, a mini series we'll have
That
to do.
will be a series, and parents.
I give credit to students in this. The benefit of doubt that they are misinformed. And there's a lot of information out there that is just coming, buzzing their phones 24/7. Keeping that aside, I think let's discuss a few points about UCAS.
I think it's important.
Upasna?
Even UCAS for that matter. It it asks you to tell your scores and give your scores on your own. So there's also a lot of problem that students face, because they allow you to do it in so many different ways that students end up not knowing what is the correct way of putting up their A-level grades over there.
I have a very funny example.
So seriously speaking, every time some student says that they finish their application, the first thing is I check their education part, because no matter how many times I tell them, they end up putting it in the wrong way. So there are not enough instructions for the students to put up what they have to.
Even for CBSE, I think CBSE, ICSE, both students, they don't have enough instructions. In fact, I think, but as a counselor, I love UCAS. I think it was
UCAS is amazing.
It's amazing. Until this year, for me, the problem started when all the students don't want to use the buzzword. All the agents have their buzzwords. And then there's a fight going on, and I don't even know why there's a fight. Yes.
So UCAS allows you to do that.
But we don't allow, without buzzword, we not help you.
See, the funny case I was talking about, the funny example. So UCAS has the section when you're reporting your grades and your subjects, right? So they will have the subject name and modules. Now subject is, math, science, history, whatever you're taking at year 11, 12. And modules will be if you want to mention any specific units or chapters there that you're wanting the university to read and see. Now I got a case, and thank God, ours is a UCAS center. Otherwise, imagine passport submitted, gone. Right? The application. I wouldn't be able to review it. Now the application comes in, and the student has, whosoever has filled it, okay, the subject, so maybe he's having 4 A-level subjects. So subject is written, mathematics, and under modules are the 3 other A-level subjects.
Oh God. Wow.
And everything else is empty. And this is coming to me a day before the deadline. What am I supposed to do? I could be on a leave.
No, we are not supposed to be on leave ever. So this is my summer break, and
Especially
I'm still doing work at
Especially
home.
during deadline days. We can't be. We have to be available 24/7.
Absolutely. But if I had $1 for every time I said just one day before submission, I'd be a multi-millionaire.
Oh, we all will be, I think. Yes.
But UCAS for me is a resource center as well.
Oh, definitely.
They have taster sessions for students to be, studying or sort of like getting a taste. Mini class of what an accounting versus what a business versus what any other thing would be.
And that's fabulous. And we appreciate these efforts for sure.
They have, they will help you plan right from year 9 to year 12. They will have virtual universities demos. You get into that whole system where these virtual universities are placed. Have an interaction with them. They will tell you how to write essays. They're talking about clearing and how to make the most of clearing.
Yes.
I see a lot of love for UCAS. Are you going for the
because-
UCAS conference, Costa?
Yes, I'm going to the UCAS.
Are you promoting them? Are you getting any money from them?
I'm getting promoted, so it's
No.
high time when I start
But
promoting
even
them.
I love their portal. They
Yeah.
have excellent resources.
And especially Cambridge schools, the students are mostly looking at
Yeah.
a UK British qualification. So, but again, are students looking at UCAS as a resource
But
center?
I want to hear your thoughts about the whole only 5 application rule. I want to know from you all, what do you feel about that?
Personally, for
Yeah.
me, I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think the children have an opportunity if they don't find the right fit to actually go into clearing and then find the right fit. And I think 5 is enough for decent choice.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
thank God there are no supplemental essays here. It's just one essay. So I don't know whether you're being represented enough,
Yeah.
whether your passion is going out enough in just those 650 words. But I feel it narrows down the pain and anxiety of the process.
Yeah.
What about you, Baswaya?
Yeah, there's something that I wanted to, good she brought it up, because is it only 5 that they're applying to, which is through UCAS?
Yeah.
Because there are so many direct application portals, not portals, but universities which allow you to send. Say, for example, I know about a student, not my school, but somewhere else, had applied for, not to just 4, which is legally allowed to
Yes.
send through UCAS, but she had applied to, I think, 7 or 8 universities
Yeah.
for
Wow.
medicine.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
never take names. In the previous video also, I remember there was this huge laugh.
Yeah.
Give name,
It's
give-
a reputation at stake.
And I don't want to name anybody.
And that's
but
how it should be,
yes,
yeah.
this girl
No, the
actually.
colleges.
Yeah, colleges also, why should we name them?
Yeah.
It's okay. I
Yeah.
mean, we are friends with a lot of colleges, so
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
know that.
No,
But
no, we
yes,
love colleges.
and I spoke to colleges that is it okay if she's applying to you directly, knowing that she's already applied to 4 other where she's still waiting for their decisions. It's not that she's been rejected at
you
those
spoke to
4.
them?
Yeah, I spoke to all of them, and
Very
they
nice.
and they were like, oh, okay. I mean, I didn't get a very clear-cut answer. Let me tell you, but there were 7, 8 medicine applications. I spoke to a lot of experienced counselors in our circle, and they all said no. It sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would have
It
said.
sounds unethical.
Sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Whether it is wrong or not, I didn't get a clear-cut answer. I spoke to one of the persons who is a guy there in UK and helping applications, over there, and he said no, it's absolutely wrong. But the school I'm talking about, which allows this, is a big name in Dubai.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
okay, I said Dubai, yes.
No, but
No,
that's
no more
really
names.
interesting
No,
to
no
study,
shake
no?
is coming up to you.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, with UCAS 5 is really good
Yeah.
because by that time you're very aware of why these 5. Even I mean, UCAS gives you a list of rankings where you see
Yeah.
each university,
Yeah.
like the Guardian and the other famous ones. I follow the Guardian. So I mean, look at the kind of information they're giving it to you. But the only minor gripe I have with the UCAS is that, let's say, and this is a relevant example, I have a student. Now they want to apply to something in design, right? And they also have biology. So they're also thinking about a course in microbiology. Now the essay
Statement.
will be one essay.
Yeah, that's how
I think-
clear the
yeah.
system
Yeah.
is. That flexibility, US is going to give that to you.
Yeah.
But if you're going in for the UK, I think the bang on
But I think that's what your
straightforwardness.
curriculum is also,
Yeah.
right? I think it's
But I think there's an answer there. There are some UK universities which have liberal arts.
Yeah, that's
so
starting
maybe,
now.
Yeah, so
I mean,
They
it could
won't
be,
be, huh?
see, because I am somebody who always, if a student is taking my advice for extracurriculars and I get into, deep counseling, right? Then I will advise the student that, okay, fine, if you were set on a particular path, let's say applying to biology, then most of your curriculars, super curriculars and everything should be biology. So in such cases, I go a little like, let me do my own research. Anyway, Bhavya, why don't you talk about some Europe?
This Dubai girl I'm talking
Yeah.
about, she applied not just to these 8-10 UK universities for medicine as a backup. Because she's an
Wow.
artist, she applied to US universities for design course and she got admission also.
Well,
She got offers.
We'll ask this question to some UK universities.
You need
their
to
reps.
go there and
No,
when
no,
you're going to
I-
UCAS, please
Yeah,
find
because
out.
I'll be like a bite for my
yeah,
podcast.
please get it, please get it.
Yeah, we need answers here.
But I think Europe is,
Europe,
we barely talk about European
Yeah.
applications, but I think it's easy. as a counselor, but I've seen students and even counselors struggle a lot because you have to actually read. It's not as complicated, but I think you have to read, and yes, you cannot just do an application within a day. The systems are made in such a way that they are sort of dependent on their system.
Yeah.
So it is actually at least a 10-day process. You know, you actually have to
I understand.
register, then you
Wait
get a
for it.
login,
Yeah.
all this, and it's different for each university. It's not
Yeah.
consistent. Like you can't say, okay, Netherlands is like this, Germany is like this. It's different for each, even within a university for each course.
Yeah,
Right?
You're
So I think that the students who are applying to Europe and the counselors, they need to not underestimate that, okay, the process is very easy.
yeah.
It is very straightforward.
Yeah,
I don't